shadow puppet invented by the War Office in the hopes of scaring Napoleon only spurred me on. I'd show them. Or not. For a while it was beginning to look like not. But every now and again, once in 100 years, despite all the naysaying and the accumulated weight of scholarly truths, someone gets lucky. This time it was me. I don't know what it was that made Mrs. Selwick Alderley decide to allow me access to a cache of family papers never before open to the public. Perhaps I reminded her of a long-lost daughter. Or she might simply have taken pity on me for my pathetic and bedraggled air. I'm frequently bedraggled, and after 3 months of fruitless dissertation research, I was feeling pretty darn pathetic. Whatever the cause, in her cozy sitting room, I had found not only the secret identity of the Pink Carnation, but something more. Something that came in a tall, blonde, and at that point in time, very irate package. That's where Colin came in. Ah, Colin. I was staring happily into space, contemplating the wonder that was Colin, when an annoying squawking noise permeated my reverie. £4, the receptionist repeated, clearly taking my blank stare for either a linguistic barrier or just chronic stupidity. Huh? I said brilliantly, still mentally wandering hand in hand with Colin in a Technicolor wonderland, complete with dancing munchkins. I was wearing a floaty frock that flitted daintily about my knees as Colin swung me in a happy circle beneath the cerulean sky. All that was missing was Dick Van Dyke, although given the look in Colin's eye, Dick would have been decidedly superfluous. Still tap-dancing through daydream, I favored the receptionist with a big beaming smile. "Oh, I'm not here for the museum," I said brightly, confirming her impression that a village somewhere back in the States was missing its idiot. "I'm here for the Vaughn collection." "This is the Vaughn collection." I knew I should have had that extra cup of coffee before leaving my flat. I thought of pretending that I didn't speak English, but it was a little too late for that. "Sorry," I said, with that super-ingratiating smile that works on Americans but falls flat in the British Isles. "I didn't mean the art collection. I meant the documentary collection. The archives. I spoke to your archivist?" I'm not sure why it came out as a question. After all, if I didn't know whether I'd spoken to the archivist, she surely wouldn't know either. From the look on the receptionist's face, she seemed to share this opinion. Trying a different tack, I said more assertively, "I was told the archives were open between 1 and 6 on Saturdays." Dismissing me as a bad job, the receptionist jerked her head to the right. "Straight through down the stairs at the back. If you want to see the museum, it'll be £4. The fact that she said this without pausing to draw breath rendered the performance even more impressive. "I'll be sure to keep my eyes shut as I go." This earned me another fishy stare. Deeming it wiser to quit while I was ahead, I hoisted my bag higher on my shoulder and headed in the direction the receptionist had indicated. The caryatids arrayed on either side of the door looked down on my brown wool pants and baggy green Barber jacket with a decided sneer. I don't know what they were so supercilious about. Their marble draperies were a good 2,000 years out of fashion. Dotted with little glass cases, the room beyond must have been a ballroom or something equally grand once upon a time, when Vaughn House was still inhabited by genuine Vaughns, rather than the remnants of their art collection and a scraggle of hardcore art historians and scruffy tourists. You could have fit 5 of my flat into it, and still had room for a good-sized coffee shop. With a fine disregard for atmosphere, the curators had plunked a series of glass and chrome display cases throughout the room, each containing a motley collection of personal effects of long-deceased Vaughns. In the largest case, in the very center of the room, the curators had displayed the pièce de résistance, an impressive collection of Edwardian underwear, from lace-edged drawers large enough to swathe the backside of a baby elephant, to a pair of stays that looked like they might have been used to tow the Queen Mary back into port. Next to them, the curators had helpfully positioned a sepia photograph of a formidable dowager with a waist cinched into nothingness and a bosom